Hello everyone, Silverconundrum here. I'd like to get started off by saying hello to all the new subscribers. To the old subscribers, I say thank you for sticking around. Give you guys a quick update. I've been down with a sinus infection for a while. I got hit by Hurricane Delta recently, lost all power for a few days. And this leads us to our topic that I would like to talk to you guys about. Are you prepared for an emergency that is not foreseen? Well, we talk a lot in our community about having a buffer of funds. And along this buffer of funds, we always give what we see as a dollar amount for what could be a good sum of money for some people. Well, my wife and I recently got our first taste of an emergency that was outside of what we normally would expect. We got hit by a hurricane. And where we live at, it's pretty much not really a usual event, but it did happen. The winds were good enough that it actually knocked the power out for 3 days. So here's what happened, and here's the scenario. As the Hurricane Delta was coming up through Mississippi, it winded up knocking out the power in rural areas. And when it did, my wife and I and 17,000 other people in our area got, well, the power was knocked out. We have food, we have freezers, medical stuff that goes on in the house and things like that, that has to be kept chilled. And it cannot be put in a cooler because, one, I don't have big enough coolers. Two, the coolers wouldn't be able to sustain the amount of ice needed to keep everything frozen. So that's kind of a no-go. My wife and I was lucky enough to go out and have a buffer fund for going and buying a generator. We didn't have to dip into our silver at all in order to sell it off to go get the funds needed to buy a generator. Instead, we dipped into our buffer fund and, well, we bought ourselves a generator. And I would like to discuss this with you guys just a little bit. If you have plenty of silver or you're just now starting stacking, I would highly suggest that you guys think about setting up a buffer fund for yourselves. It's a very, very good idea to have a little extra money set aside in hard cash in the event of an emergency where you can actually get to what you need. Because when the power goes out, that means ATMs don't work. You have to drive a little bit farther away to get to something. And sometimes when the power's out, guess what that means? The gas station's power's out too, and you can't pump gas. So you gotta hope you have enough fuel in your tank to drive far enough to get fuel. So when you think about it on that aspect, it's a pretty good idea to have everything ready to go. Now, we were prepared for the hurricane in the aspect that we had full tanks of gas, we had gas cans full of gas in the event that something like that would happen. But we did not have a base covered on the generator side. We didn't think that it would be that bad because we were so far inland. However, we found out that, again, our buffer fund came in handy. One, it did not hurt us to pull this money out of the buffer fund. And two, we can still make all of our bill payments on time and it doesn't affect us that way either. So if you guys are stacking silver, I would highly suggest you set yourselves a little bit of money aside in the event of an emergency, because you never know what will happen or when it could happen. For you, it could be a tire blows out. You could hit a pothole and need a front end alignment. You might need a rim for your vehicle. A transmission could go out. You might need a down payment for a car. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons why you might need to have a buffer fund. Now, once you deplete your buffer fund, you definitely want to think about rebuilding it up again. So with that being said, if you are able to do these things, guys, I highly recommend it. I mean, stacking is great, but if you have to sell your stack to cover emergencies, what's the point of stacking it then? The whole point is the long haul, unless you're trying to flip it. But if you're able to cover both of your bases at the exact same time, so if you have $500 and you spend $400 on silver and then you put $100 in your buffer fund, well, guess what? That's $100 later you don't have to worry about. And you do that over a period of time, well, you just build up a nice little nest egg. And when you get to a dollar amount that suits your needs, then you can actually just slack off and then go back to stacking silver hard mode. I mean, it's just one of those things, guys. I just want to throw out there for you, for all the new guys that are stacking, even the older folks that are stacking too. It's just something that's really, really good to do. And I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm not even a financial advisor of any sort. It's just a really good idea that I think that everybody should consider. Everybody, don't forget, we do have an upcoming giveaway at 200 subscribers. I'm going to be leaving the description down in the links below. We do have channel stickers. If you're a constant supporter of the channel and you would like channel stickers, please let me know and I will send them out to you free of charge. I don't care. I don't trade them if you don't have anything to trade. I give them to you because I like you. I love you. You guys support me, I support you. If you have anything you want to talk about, leave it in the comments below. If you have anything you want to teach me, leave it in the comments below. Guys, I'm going to let you get going. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Everybody, you have a great day. I'll catch you guys on the next one.